So here's what's going on in the story. This chapter is told from the perspective of Eddard Stark, the new Hand of the King. By this point, Ned is seriously fed up with the political mess in King's Landing, the scheming, the heat, the chaos caused by the King's tourney, and most of all, the mystery behind Jon Arryn's death. Everyone's calling it the Hand's tourney, like it was his idea, which it wasn't. But what really eats at Ned is the strange trail Jon Arryn left behind. Odd questions, old books, and now, secret visits to a brothel with Stannis Baratheon. Yeah, it's getting weird, fast. All right, let's get into the chapter. Ned's sitting at a council meeting and already irritated. The commander of the City Watch is complaining about the madness the tourney brought. Knights, thieves, drunks, whores, riots, even a head found floating in the Great Sept. All chaos, all blamed on this stupid tourney. Ned corrects him. It's Robert's tourney, not his. But no one seems to care. Renly mocks the commander. Littlefinger cracks a joke, and everyone keeps calling it the Hand's tourney, like it's Ned's grand idea. Ned just wants it over with. Still, he handles business. He gives the City Watch 50 new men and 20 of his own household guards to calm the storm. Pycelle starts rambling about how tourneys bring glory. Littlefinger jokes about brothels, and Renly laughs at how his uptight brother Stannis once tried to outlaw them. Ned isn't amused. He's wondering why Stannis hasn't come back from Dragonstone and what he's hiding. Back in his chambers, Ned is frustrated. He misses Winterfell. He misses his family. And he's stuck flipping through some dry old book, lineages and histories of the great houses of the Seven Kingdoms, the same book Jon Arryn was obsessed with before he died. It's nothing but a giant list of births, marriages, and deaths. Still, Ned senses something's in there, something Jon saw before he was silenced. Jory arrives, and they talk through the dead ends. They've questioned a knight, a serving girl, a potboy, and now a stable boy. Most had nothing useful to say, but one weird detail keeps popping up. Jon Arryn visited a brothel with Stannis Baratheon. That alone stops Ned cold. Stannis, serious, uptight, humorless Stannis, at a brothel? Nah, that's not right. They keep digging. Jory mentions the stable boy claimed Jon loved horses and always treated them gently, even fed them apples and carrots. Jon Arryn was kind to animals, sure, but this doesn't explain much. Still, it nags at Ned. Every person they question drops a different detail. Jon was reading obsessively, arguing with the king, troubled over his sickly son, visiting armorers, and that weird story about a custom suit of silver and blue armor. Who helped him design it? Not Renly. Stannis again. So Ned gears up. He tells Jory to grab the grey doublet with the Stark sigil. Maybe it'll make the armorer talk. They joke about having to visit brothels next, and Jory volunteers happily, even saying Porther's already gotten a head start. Classic. Ned rides through the chaos of the city, through the street of steel, which is packed with life, stilt-walking mummers, dueling kids, loud merchants yelling about blood melons and onions, and the usual stink of King's Landing. As he passes through, Lord Beric Dondarrion rides in under a black banner, dramatic as hell, shouting that he's here to win the tourney. The crowd cheers, and Ned just keeps moving. Finally, they reach the armourer, Tobo Mott, a fancy guy with silver-threaded sleeves, sapphires, and enough pride in his craft to fill the room. He brags non-stop about his work, his high-profile customers, how he made Lord Renly's armour and can colour steel like no one else. Ned listens patiently, then hits him with the question. Did you make a falcon helm for Jon Arryn? Boom. The vibe shifts. Mott hesitates. Says Jon and Stannis came to visit but didn't buy anything. They just asked to see the boy. Ned plays it cool, lets the silence stretch. Sure enough, Mott breaks. He takes Ned to the forge out back, hot as a dragon's breath, and introduces him to a tall, strong kid named Gendry, about Rob's age. Blue eyes, black hair, stubborn look. Sound familiar? Gendry shows them a helmet he made, shaped like a bull's head with curved horns. Ned compliments it, offers to buy it, but Gendry snaps it back. Not for sale. Mott's horrified, but Ned brushes it off. He asks about Jon Arryn. Gendry says Jon asked him if he was treated well, if he liked his work, and questions about his mother, a woman with yellow hair who worked in an alehouse and used to sing to him. She died. Ned studies the boy. His features. His black hair, blue eyes. Yep, it clicks. He's Robert Baratheon's bastard. Jon Arryn figured it out. That's why he came. That's why he died. When Ned asks who paid for the boy's apprenticeship, Mott hesitates again. At first he lies and says he waived the fee. Ned calls him out. No one waives a fee in King's Landing. Eventually, Mott admits a mystery lord paid twice the usual amount, once for the boy, once for Mott's silence. No name, no sigil, just a rich man in a purple velvet cloak with a touch of red in his brown beard. Ned pushes, but Mott stays firm, says the boy's his apprentice, and who he was before isn't his concern. Ned respects that. Says if Gendry ever wants to trade hammers for swords, he should come to Winterfell. As they leave, Jax asks if Ned found anything. Ned just nods and says, "I did," still turning it over in his mind. What was Jon Arryn doing chasing a king's bastard? And why was that worth his life? So this chapter ends with Ned finally getting a glimpse of the truth and realizing it's more dangerous than he thought. Secrets about royal blood, hidden children, and powerful men who'll do anything to keep it buried.